Granville Oral Roberts was born on January 24, 1918, in a weather-worn farmhouse near Ada, Oklahoma, the fifth child of a Pentecostal holiness preacher and a Cherokee mother who prayed for hours each day. Poverty framed his childhood, dust storms darkened the horizon, and a severe stutter made school a daily trial. At 17, tuberculosis left him coughing blood on a straw mattress. Relatives finally carried him to a canvas tent where an evangelist named George Monsey prayed over the frail boy. In that instant, Roberts felt a surge of heat. His lungs cleared, his speech loosened, and, according to his lifelong testimony, he heard an unmistakable inner voice. "Son, I am healing you now. Take my healing power to your generation, and one day build me a university." From that moment, the trajectory of his life changed. He devoured the Bible, practiced sermons in empty cotton fields, and by 19 was preaching revivals across Oklahoma's Indian Territory. In 1938, he married a schoolteacher, Evelyn Fonstock, who would remain his ministry partner for 66 years. He pastored small congregations while studying at Bible colleges, poring over the writings of faith healers like F. Bosworth and Smith Wigglesworth, convinced that Jesus still healed the sick. In 1947, prompted by what he called a command from God to burn your textbooks and get out under the stars, he resigned his pastorate, borrowed a 12-seat tent, and founded the Oral Roberts Evangelistic Association. Within months, his meetings swelled from hundreds to thousands. Nights stretched into dawn as he laid hands on long lines of wheelchairs and cots, declaring, "God heals, I don't." Newspapers labeled him the faith healer from Tulsa, while converts carried away discarded braces and crutches as trophies of answered prayer. Roberts soon recognized that the airwaves could become a larger tent. In 1954, he launched Oral Roberts Presents, the first weekly television program to blend music, concise preaching, and live healing prayer. Black and white footage showed him raising crutches overhead, then addressing viewers straight on. Expect a miracle. Prayer requests poured in by the tens of thousands, often accompanied by small offerings. From those letters, he crystallized his signature teaching of seed faith, the conviction that financial giving, when planted in faith, would yield supernatural harvests of provision. The phrase spread rapidly and influenced a generation of charismatic leaders. Crusades carried him from Fargo to Johannesburg, Manila to Moscow, ultimately spanning 6 continents and more than 300 major campaigns. By conservative estimates, he prayed individually for 1.5 million people. In 1958, he opened the Abundant Life Prayer Group, a 24-hour phone bank that would eventually log more than 23 million calls for prayer. Yet the teenage mandate to build a university still pulsed in his spirit. In 1960, he purchased Tulsa pastureland, declaring it the site of an institution built on the Holy Spirit and the whole man, mind, body, and spirit. Classes at Oral Roberts University began in 1965, and in 1967 Billy Graham stood on a futuristic campus of bronze glass and soaring spires to dedicate the school, praising Roberts for daring to dream so large for God. The Evangelist's boldest venture arose from a 1977 vision in which he said a 900-foot-tall Jesus directed him to merge medicine and prayer. Construction began on the City of Faith Medical and Research Center, a tri-tower complex crowned by 40-foot praying hands and designed to seat 777 patients beneath a 60-story prayer wing. Costs climbed to $250 million, and when donor fatigue threatened collapse, Roberts announced on national television in January 1987 that God would call him home, unless $8 million arrived by March. Critics howled, but supporters met the goal, including a last-minute $1.3 million gift from a Florida businessman. The reprieve proved temporary. Relentless deficits forced City of Faith to close in 1989, its gleaming towers later repurposed as an office complex. Public controversy was matched by private grief. His daughter Rebecca and her husband died in a plane crash in 1977. His eldest son Ronnie battled addiction and died by suicide in 1982. Roberts himself survived a near-fatal plane crash and later prostate cancer surgery. Through tear-filled broadcasts, he admitted asking God, "Why so much pain?" and said the answer was always, "My grace is enough." Evelyn remained his steadfast companion until her passing in 2005. Roberts worked to bridge Pentecostalism and mainstream evangelicalism, even joining the Methodist Church in 1968 and collaborating with Catholic charismatics, helping normalize gifts of the Spirit beyond classical Pentecostal circles. Supporters hail him as a father of today's Word of Faith movement. Detractors accuse him of commercializing miracles. Yet historians acknowledge that he humanized divine healing, wrapping brush arbor fervor in Madison Avenue polish and bringing it into living rooms worldwide. He retired as ORU president in 1993 but stayed on as chancellor, returning in 2007 at age 89 to help steady the university during a financial scandal. On December 15, 2009, Oral Roberts died of pneumonia in Newport Beach, California, at 91. His funeral at ORU's Mabee Center drew thousands who stood beneath banners reading, "Expect a Miracle." Today, the university enrolls students from more than 100 nations. The prayer group still answers calls around the clock. And countless healing ministries trace their lineage to the lanky Oklahoman who once stuttered in obscurity. Roberts' life remains a tapestry of audacious faith, breathtaking vision, profound sorrow, and enduring impact. He reminds the world that God can lift a boy from a dusty tent, heal him, and send him to change the spiritual landscape of a generation. His voice still echoes, "Expect a miracle. Plant your seed. Build something for God that outlives you."